Hi, today I wanted to talk to you about my PRS and how modified it is. It's a custom 24 from 2005, and I've changed pretty much everything I could on it, and I really love it. I want to get you through those changes. The first, most important for me, would be the frets. I went for stainless steel frets, and on PRS, I think it makes a lot of sense. It's a huge difference. Like it's super smooth and buttery to play. The vibrato and bend are much more comfortable, and especially with thick strings. Like I play 1149s, so it feels easier and faster to play on those frets, I think. And it does change the sound quite a lot. I think you have a more zing, you have more like presence on the really top end, and it can be good or bad depending of your taste. For something more traditional like a Strat, you might not like it, but you can always compensate with the electronic. And for the PRs, I think it makes a lot of sense because the guitar was kind of dark to start with. And yeah, so this was a big change, and I really like it. The other one would be the bridge, and this one is a big one as well. I want to show you closely. So as you can see, it's different bridge. It's not the usual PRS thing, and it's stainless steel as well. And the thing with this bridge and is that it's supposed to be very close to the body of the guitar to make a better contact with the body. The name is Wudtone. It's a British guy who does them. And I think they really change the sound a lot. You have more connection between your strings and the body, so it pushes more. It's more meat forward, more rock and roll in a sense, less scooped like could be like the PRS sound, I think. And this was a big change. And but something worth mentioning is that I kept the saddle from the previous bridge because the saddle it came with was like the banded steel thunder type kind of saddles, and I made like a very cool experiment. I used like a pitchfork, and I had one of each saddle on my desk, wooden desk, and I just hit the pitchfork and have it on both saddle to see how much resonance of a pitchfork I would have through the desk. And the difference was huge. Like the PRS brass saddles were so much more resonance, so much fuller in the 440 hertz from the pitchfork. That was really surprising, and yeah, it did also really translate on the guitar because the Thunder type bended steel was really hollow and aggressive on the upper mids, and those one brass are smoother and really balance the brighter bridge and the stainless steel frets. So yeah, I found a great balance with those two elements, and now I'm very happy with it. And so moving on, I changed also the nut, by the way, which is it does has an importance to the sound, I think. But now we can talk about the pickups because I went for a French manufacturer. It's called Asyllum Pickup, and the bridge is like a 9 kilo ohm output impedance kind of pickup with Alnico 2s, kind of what Slash would use. That's really what I like vintage hot. It's you can push an amp nicely, but it's still very dynamic and responsive. And the neck is more vintagey. It's like 7 kilo ohm, probably Alnico 2 as well. And so I always prefer kind of lower outputs for neck pickup, but those two pair very great together, and yeah, this was a very great combination. It fits the guitar very well. Um, so one position I really like with those is that is the two pickups together, because you have like a very glassy, bright kind of sound, and for funk music it works very well. But also for rock music, it's very cool. Now I want to talk to you about the one of the biggest modification I've made as well is the electronic, and it's specifically, there's only two knob on this guitar, and you have like a volume knob, and there I put like a 5-way rotary switch, and it's not the 5-way switch that you have stock with PRS. This is a different one I bought, and what I did is I've basically wired like 5 different combination of capacitors and resistance on each of the 5 positions, so you can access different 50s wiring, setup of a tone knob, or a very high value capacitor that would just cut the top end and create like a resonance, and those are only effective on the sound, and when I pull the push pull of the volume. And I find it very useful because you can use it like a preset kind of thing, where you have like 5 preset of passive electronic, and you go your way. You just play the guitar, and you can engage them on the fly while playing just by pulling the volume. And the reason I really like it is that if you want to associate some tone knob 50s wiring kind of sound with a roll off of the volume knob, you can do those just by one movement, by pulling and turning at the same time. So while you're playing, you are very effective and fast to do that. I can show you quickly. I can show you like the 50s wiring with like a 100 kilo ohm resistance and a 22 nanofarad paper in oil cap wired in 50s, like you would have like on Les Paul or something. And without it would go. And then I just turn and pull. And if I go with a smaller value, like 33 kilo ohms, so with the volume fully open, you have this very dark. But as soon as you roll volume, you can add a pedal. And so, again, without it. With it. Turning the volume down. So those 50s wiring combination, and by the way, it's when you have like the tone knob wired after the volume. It's really a cool sound if you use the tone knob and the volume at the same time, and it gives you some clarity. Like it feels like it focuses the mid range with very nice vintagey sound. I think it's very useful when you have like a lot of gain on with your pedals and all. You can stack a lot of gain stages. Like I can do that, for example, with the fuzz engaged, and then it starts to get real thick, you know. And again with the tone loud. And so I have three different resistance value with a five-way switch. I have like 33 kilo ohm, 100 kilo ohm, and 200 kilo ohm. So of course they will have different sound, and I can choose between the one of those three position and engage them with the push pull. And so I have the two other position of the rotary switch. I use them for eye cut. So what it does is that it's two different capacitor, but very small value. Like the smallest one is 0.68 nanofarad, and it just eye cut. Like all your signal can go through the cap and through the ground, and so it cut the very top end and creates a very nice vocal like mid-range resonance just underneath the eye cut. And this is actually what I use the most. It just makes your solos more vocal like, more sing like. Let me show you. Without it, it has this sound with bridge. With it. Yeah, I think it works very well. It just in a mixed context, it's really cut through and have this. Yeah, it's not too wonky. I think it's not like a cocked too much, but the bigger the value of the cap, the more cocky it will sound. Like even like this is like 1.2 nanofarad, and it starts to get more cocky. But I can show you with a different gain structure because this was a mid boost. So yeah, this will sound more obvious without any cap. And with the cap. And with the bigger cap, like 1.2 nanofarad. yeah, again, very useful. Especially with these guitars, it's very bright guitar, and there isn't like a huge mid range with this guitar. It's kind of scoop still, not in the lower mids, but like the around 1 kilohertz. Like it doesn't has like the bark of a Les Paul Junior or the other SG Junior. It's a but I really love it. You know, it's more on the twangier side, uh, but it's its own thing. Really, it's the PRS scale thing with kind of high output humbuckers and bright hardware and stainless steel frets, but with with a good gain structure, it really shine. I think I really love this guitar. So yeah, I think yeah, what I can show you is the effect on those cap on the middle position, because middle position is really bright and kind of you know, it's very nice, but then with the cap. Got it. With it. A little boost. Without the cap. It's janglier basically without it, but yeah, and with this is with the bigger cap, 1.2, with the cap. It's very cool. I really like it. I don't. I can let me play like a clean tone so you can see the effect on funky sounds. Okay, so this is without any pedal, just the middle position, no cap, no nothing. With the cap of the small one, and with the bigger cap. You know, it's a small mod, but it's very useful. I feel like even when I do like this is channel A of my amp, so way more mid-rangey, but like with the middle position. Then I had the cap. I mean, it's cool. It's just a very easy way and a not expensive way to have like a smoother, more lead tone. And instead of adding like an EQ pedal that would add noise and amplification to your signal. You know, just can have like a cap like this and have a little switch connected to it. I think it works very well. So yeah, I think we're good for today. This is just what I wanted to talk to you about. Uh, and also, this is like a 10 top thing. I don't know if you can see. It's kind of nice. But I'm getting tired of the color at the moment. I feel like I want to go for something else. So we'll see. Thank you for tuning in and see you in the next one. Bye.